Yo, what's going on gamers? It's Ryan 6 Days a Week, and today I want to talk about Dark and Darker's Hotfix 38 released last week that gave every character the ability to creep or crouch around with complete silence. Now, before you roast me, just know that I do agree players should never really feel safe in the dungeons, which is why I think this concept is a step in the right direction. But I also think that there should be some further limitations based on what gear you are wearing to prevent the full-on silent lobby meta. How it works right now, for those who are unaware, is that if you're wearing any kind of boots besides plate boots, you'll be able to walk or crouch walk without any sound at all, unless you step on bones or pebbles, which are honestly not too common of a surface. As you can guess, the third-party crouch walk meta was quickly adopted as the primary strategy in solo play, which has slowed down the gameplay immensely, at least on the US servers that I've been playing on, and has of course made combat interactions more of a matter of who stealths on who, opposed to class-based strategic fights. We aren't seeing it quite yet, but since this is a game of survival, I fear that we will soon have completely silent lobbies that are broken up by small bursts of PvE, and everyone just ends up hiding from each other. Now, I'm not saying that creep doesn't belong in the game at all, since yes, there should be a way to traverse a dungeon sneakily, and well, also no, I'm not saying that it should be limited to just rogues either. What I personally would like to happen is for creep to be limited to just purely cloth kits. I'm talking not a single piece of plate or even leather equipped. That way, there would at least be some negative trade-offs to creeping around. As of right now, with the current state of all class creep, you can be wearing a full plate kit with your shield out and walk in complete silence, as long as you temporarily swap out your boots. This essentially creates 70% PDR rogues, which I don't think the devs intended for this to play out. That being said, I do like the change to the reduced sound radius when crouching to allow for heavier players to get somewhat of a positioning advantage stealthily. Complete silence is a little bit too strong though in my opinion, but if your opponent isn't too careful, you should have the option to at least sneak around to some distance. My ideal version of all class creep would be cloth wearers may crouch walk in complete silence, leather and plate wearers would have a reduced step sound when crouch walking, and rogues using the creep perk also get reduced sound radius when interacting with doors, chests, and other dungeon items, just to really allow them to build a sneaky playstyle if they're sacrificing the perk slots for it. Again gamers, please don't take this as me throwing shade at Iron Maze. I like this experimentation and it creates good discussion that in the end will create an ultimately better game. I really just want this game to be the best it could be, which is of course why I'm voicing out my thoughts on the subject and am welcoming your conversation as well. At the end of the day, I'm only human. My opinion on this topic may change with more information is shared around and ideas are exchanged. As for now, this is just what I think. Thank you as always for watching, and I will see you in the next video.